Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a friend sent me this video, a guy called Brandon, who you may have seen some of gameplay. He just texted me literally a couple of hours ago and said, hey, you should watch this guy and do a commentary on his video. So I have no idea who this guy is. I clicked on the link. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's a guy in Japan because I'll show you the... I'll show you here what it looks like, but that's Japanese writing, I'm pretty sure. Like, obviously, I can't really tell. It also says hashtag Tokyo Marui right here. So I'm hoping that that is what it is, or I'm guessing it right. It's a guy, JB Airsoft. He only has 256 subscribers, but this has 10,000 views in 2 weeks. So I'm really excited to see it. I think we can't put on... Yeah, we can't put on subtitles. So let's see if I can kind of interpret what's going on in this, and then hopefully it's a good one to watch. Okay, so he's got the Airsoft Alfonse zoom, but I don't really know how he's doing it. It's almost like he's superimposed that as opposed to putting the GoPro in that location. GHK M4 VFC M17. So GHK M4, GHK, a lot of people absolutely love the GHKs. Very, very good recoil. I think they've had a bit of hit or miss on some of them more recent, or I think they've fixed it now, but they had a couple of like their AK versions that did not come out very good. But a lot of people absolutely love GHK. I've thought about getting one, but it means buying a whole load of new gas blowback mags, and that's incredibly expensive. This also looks very cool. He's kind of like sprayed it. It looks like in a kind of desert tan, Magpul grip on it. Those mags are there, and then he's got some kind of suppressor on this. I don't know what that is. I don't like that stock very much, but if he's got an M17, that looks like a Glock on the left, so I don't know why he said M17, because that would be the 6-hour pistol. It is a Glock, isn't it? No, I think it's an M17. Okay. This is the P320 M17. It's obviously raining, which is, I presume, what that says there. The other thing to mention is in Japan, if you're not aware, like the FPS limits are a lot lower. So you're not allowed to really use green gas if you are using a gas blowback. So he'll be using something which is firing less, like duster gas. And they have some great CQB fields, some great kind of like more close quarters things because of that. And it says it's the Tokyo Sabage Park. I don't know how to say it in Japan. It's got an American flag combined with a Japanese flag. So that's kind of cool. And it's written in English, so I can understand that. So he has got the GoPro in that location, we can see that. So that's that M17. So that's a different M17. Sorry, I'm going to quit this quickly because I think that Actually, no, let's keep going. I don't know if you can hear that, but basically my Discord is going off in my ear. So I'm going to quickly put this on here. Apologies for this awful... You can blame everyone on the Discord. That's what I'm going to say. Where is the actual... hold on. If you can hear that beeping, I'll be like, what the hell? That'll be so annoying. Discord, please go away. I don't want to say that really, but if it's making those noises, and that's not great. Okay, so let's go back to actually, hold on, let me just get rid of this so you don't have to look at it. And let's go back to actually watching this screen. Apologies, that was really bad. That's like worst kind of YouTuber errors ever. Okay, so that's the M17, but it's in a DE color. It's got a flared magwell, and he's got like a textured grip on it, but no red dot. Looks like he's got an LPVO with a red dot on the top, a Somo Gear PEC unit, and a flash, like a actual flashlight there, maybe a Surefire clone or a Surefire. So weird, that almost doesn't look real to me. He's got it zoomed in, so it's not on your 1X. Couldn't even see where that guy was. So it's like a cool field. I like the setup with that LPVO, but then also that little micro red dot on the top. See, this pistol I've had hit or miss. That looks awesome, but I've had a hit or miss experience with, and a lot of people do not like this pistol. I think gas efficiency, or like how often the gas is actually working, is pretty bad. I've actually had a time when I tested it here when on the channel, and it was the most consistent pistol I've ever seen in terms of the chrono. But I definitely have where it hasn't finished mags before, and it's kicked off the red dot from the top of it. But it is very cool sounding when it fires. It's very like mellow music in the background. It's not very intense. Nice shot. So you see that recoil there? Just fired into his path. Yeah, amazing. So I'd probably have my LPVO a little bit less zoomed in than that, but obviously he's not really using it technically. Well, that's something to think about. So he's not looking through it because the GoPro's there. So actually he's probably just using that micro red dot on the top, which is clever. Because if you're playing CQB, you don't necessarily need it, and it probably just looks cool through the camera. Oh, a nice little snapshot there. Yeah, that was really nice. Looked like a shotgun. Not sure about the music, I have to say. Just got to make sure that thing's zeroed pretty well. Otherwise, all of that footage is going to come out bad. So he's strafing up and down to see if the guy pops his head out at a lower level or a higher level. That was nice. I wonder what BB weight he's using as well. Look how many BBs are on the floor. Insane amount. That's where that floor could just become in the wet especially. I think you just start sliding on it. Well, actually maybe less in the wet. Definitely a good like mix of environments. They've got like tires, little like different levels of height, different angles like everywhere. I'd definitely love to play a field like this for sure. You see he's been hit on the arm there. Looks like a sore one. Oh, tell me he gets that. Wow. So I think this is built by VFC, this M17. See, it sounds so cool. That must have got him in the arm. That's where I'd throw a grenade. Also looks like a good amount of people again for this like field size. Yeah, it's like you're coming up against people, but it's not like over saturated. You know, people just kind of like taking over one side of the field or the other. You could be pretty sneaky on this and like work your way around the back of the other guys. Sometimes less is more for sure, I think, in players. It's obviously becoming a thing now, this angle. It means I'm going to have to start running a GoPro by my side. That's what I just love about gas blowbacks there, is if you watch an AEG player, he would have just like full autoed or put like 5 or 6 shots in there. Because he has only got so many shots, you're almost like in this decision-making mode where I'm like firing 2 or 3 rounds each time I see someone. Not more than that normally. So I've only got 30 in the mag. It's not like I can just kind of mag dump some area. So my kind of shots or like placements are a lot more considered. So he must be using 1 GoPro and 1 scope cam GoPro. I haven't seen any other like actual angles on him, I don't think. If he's just spawned, he'd be so annoyed. He's probably like, no, I'm out. That wasn't a great first 2 shots from him, to be fair. Same guy. This guy's not going to like him at all. There's another one in front. I was on the elbow. So it doesn't seem like it's too cold. It's obviously kind of grey and rainy. But he's not exactly like wrapped up. Most of the other players aren't. And he's using gas blowback, and it doesn't look like he's having any issues with the gas. And it's on duster gas as well. He's not using green gas or anything higher than that. Peep shot. Shot. I need to get better at those. That's something there that can pull them off sometimes, but I just overexpose myself too much a lot of the time. Just practice. It's annoying he's got all that water on the lens now, isn't it? Next time he's going to be wiping the lens every single time. This is a cool bit to fight through a bus. Same guy, so he's getting the same guy. He's obviously on the other team from this guy because he's hitting this guy a lot. Hitar? Does that mean hit? Such a cool and different like airsoft culture in Japan. Or like from the footage and stuff that I see of it. I like watching that Mayo Dai-san guy. And he, I think, was kind of very Americanized, lived in America for a while, but then I think lives back in Japan. He's got a pretty big channel. See, it just makes that clacking of the sand, the slide shot. It's just such a cool sound. Like, it just sounds so different from every pistol as well. At least they got a covered area for their safe zone. Is those CO2 capsules? So he's using CO2 pistol? Imagine that's firing far too hot. Pistol only game, my guess. It's just not racking very well. Resistance. I really kind of want to see like a shot of some of these guys, like Airsoft Alfonse or this guy, looking back at like where their head is in regards to the GoPro. Are they looking at the GoPro screen, or are they just looking above and just like looking through that red dot? Because I can't imagine you're putting your head between well, you're not putting your head between the camera and the actual sight, because of the fact that you would block the actual recording. This looks horrible, this little alleyway. Death Alley. Yeah, like caught here, there's nowhere to take cover. You just have to duck behind these things and then try and pop your head up. I kind of prefer this angle where he's got like that little box, kind of like I'm doing right now. Well, actually you can't see it because my head's there, so I don't prefer this for this. But I do actually prefer that style of it, as opposed to having like a split screen. It's quite nice just to be able to see through the... Does seem a bit out of time though. Come on. He must have taken that shot and then he just went and hit him anyway. I'd be annoyed with that one. If he just kind of like carried on and shot you even more. Closing ceremony. So it looks like he's got rid of... No, he hasn't got rid of the GoPro. So they just have a target range. That's really cool. I like that. Especially as you can like zero your actual replica a lot better. Because when I like go to a field, it's fun because it's like, oh, I can zero my replica, but I don't have a specific sight and I don't have distances. I'm just kind of like trying to hit that one like little window in the distance and trying to thread it through. So the accuracy is there, but it's not great. And this actually is pretty cool because you can see how accurate the GHK is. Just dumping the gas. He's going to store it without gas in it. Normally we would always store a little bit of gas in there just to keep that kind of O-ring and the valve closed. Otherwise they tend to start leaking. It is a cool looking pistol, that. So that's weird, did it like... So it's not getting slide lock there, even though it's an empty mag. So yeah, he empties all his gas mags. That's quite strange to me. Anyway, guys, I think that was pretty cool. I would say the one thing that I was not a big fan of was the music. I'd have loved it if there was something a bit more energetic in that, but it was a really, really cool video. Oh, look, For You AD, Smart Airsoft have made a comment there. Love the scope angle, amazing work. So they're pretty awesome. I've actually just bought one of their hop-up buckings that I'm going to try and put into something. Let's have a quick look at his actual page. And looks like he's put up quite a few videos, actually. But he has 15 videos. Okay, so not a huge amount. He's actually got a British flag on his plate carrier up here, which is kind of cool. And he has only got 256 subscribers. That's really weird. Anyway, guys, hopefully we can shine some light on this guy and kind of like get you guys over to follow him or to check out more of his content. Obviously it's in Japanese, so it's harder if you're in the kind of English speaking audience, but I thought that was pretty cool. I would change the music if I was him, but that's just my personal kind of like my personal taste. And I thought that kind of like angle down through the LPVO is really, really cool. And it means that I'm going to have to try and work out how I'm going to do that at some point. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. I will see you very soon on the next video. And as always, thanks, Brandon, for sending this through. And anyone who you think I should check out, send me that link and I will get on them ASAP. All right, guys, speak soon. Bye.